Hey everybody, we haven't had a non-creepy tent video in a while, so I wanted to try to get this in before I eat dinner and jump in the tent. It's 8:15. It would be a little bit sunnier, except the wildland fire smoke has been thick today. It rolled in sometime last night. I heard the wind pick up when I was in my tent last night, and so the fire, like the smoke's been around. It was around yesterday, but it wasn't this thick. It got thick today. Today is day 130, I believe, on the CDT. So yesterday, and at the end of the day, I wasn't feeling too well. I thought I was sick or getting sick. I slept all right. I woke up in the morning. I was all right. I'm feeling the same way tonight. I think it actually may be the smoke. The fact that I'm hiking 27, 28, whatever miles a day and inhaling smoke all day, even though it's not like thick smoke because the fire's not right over there, but I think that's just making my lungs unhappy because they don't like smoke to begin with. I'm either highly sensitive or allergic to like cigarette smoke and that type of smoke stuff. So I think that's why I'm feeling a bit icky by the end of the day. Resting at night where I'm not like going up and down and increasing my heart rate and respiratory rate on a regular basis. It's just nice and calm overnight. That may be alleviating the issue overnight. I just looked at myself. Ugh, I need a shower. So let's see. Today was a pretty straightforward day. It was up and down in the trees most of the day. I did about 27-ish miles today. I got about 5 left to I-90, and I'll be going into Butte tomorrow. So I'll hike those 5 miles first thing in the morning, and I arranged a ride with one of the trail angels. And I'll get into town, get town food, shower, laundry, resupply. I'm also going to take a rest day because the post office is closed tomorrow, which tomorrow's Labor Day. So the 0 day will allow me to get more town calories in me, because the last 0 day in Leadore I wasn't eating because I didn't feel good from that gastrointestinal thing. So basically tomorrow and Tuesday will be the first rest days where hopefully I'm fully hungry and I fill myself with calories. When I was in Wisdom a few days ago, I felt good, so I had 3 square meals. So I'm hoping to do the same on both days when I get into town. I did get to see 2 moose today. One was a female, one was a male. The bull moose had a good sized rack on it. It looked at me and kind of moseyed off. The female took off a little bit faster, but she was a good size too. So it looks like the moose are out and about. Yesterday, it was the elk. I probably saw 3 pack of elk yesterday, and each pack had between 4 and 6 elk in the pack. So yesterday was elk day, and apparently today was moose day. I think there might have been a third moose. I heard some noise off to my left. I just didn't get to see it. I was yelling "Yo bear," and I heard some noise on the left where no, it was on the right because it was downhill. It was on the right. And there was a moose up on the hill, and I'm guessing there was another moose down the hill, and I just didn't see the moose down the hill, but I got to see the one uphill. The one uphill was the bull moose. The water sources today were scarce. I hiked from camp. It was 12 miles to the first water source. I think I mentioned in yesterday's video that I thought water was going to be scarce, and it was. The water source at 12 miles was off trail. I had to go off trail a little bit. It was flowing, so that was good. And then 3 miles later, I stopped for lunch at the second water source. It was actually about 4 miles later at 16 miles. A Kit Kat before the video. So I stopped for lunch at the water source at 16 miles. Again, that was a little bit off trail. And I loaded up because there's no other water. There was no water from there to camp, and camp was 11 or 12-ish miles from where I stopped for lunch. So I increased the weight of my pack. I had 7 liters on me, so that's about 15.5 pounds. Some of that I would have, like 2 or 3 of those liters I would have had with me anyway, just because it's water I'm drinking as I'm hiking, and then I replenish as I hit a water source. But because there were no water sources, I had to replenish for the day's travel, like the afternoon's travel, and then I also had to get water for camp, so like for dinner and drinking tonight and in the morning and that kind of stuff, as well as having water for the 5 miles in the morning. I just pulled the camera a little bit closer since light's getting a little bit thin. I'm having problems with my tent. It started not last night, the night before. Before I went on this trip, I sent my tent to MSR or Cascade Designs, because the zipper, I was having it, oh man, I definitely need a shower. I was having issues with the zipper wasn't aligning correctly, and they fixed it. And I got my tent back, and it's been working just fine until 2 nights ago. The zipper issue's back, and the problem is it won't close. If it closes, the teeth aren't aligned, and it's just doing further damage. I kind of wish, like when I contacted MSR and asked them if they had a rain fly for my tent to replace the rain fly, I wish they didn't, because that would have forced me to get a new tent in Southern Colorado, and I wouldn't have the issue right now. I don't know if I can baby this thing for 3 weeks. As of tomorrow, I will be 2 miles away from 2,400 miles, I believe is the number. Because on our app we passed 2,500 miles today. That means I'm going to be less than 500 miles away from Canada, but just under. So if I'm hiking 25 miles a day, that's about 20-ish days. And some of those, it'll be like I hike and then go into town. Yo, bear! So let's say, sorry, I heard a noise. Let's say I got to do 15 more nights on trail with my tent. I don't know if I can baby it for 2 weeks. I also want to go back to New Mexico, as I've mentioned a couple times, and that's going to be another 2 weeks, I think, on trail, maybe a little bit less. So let's say it's 12 days on trail down there. 27 days, that's essentially a month. It's a little bit less than a month. I don't know if I can baby this thing for 27 nights. So I don't have a backup plan. Like if my pole breaks, I have a device that'll put it together, hold it together, and then my friends Emily and Zach, I left them another set of poles that they can send me, like a complete set of poles. The rainfly, I was able to, have MSR replace it. I'm carrying a couple extra tent stakes in case they go bad. If I get a severe hole, I got a patch kit. Like I have contingency for everything except for this damn zipper, and I thought the zipper was resolved because MSR fixed it before I even started. But apparently when you go out and spend 130 days on trail, and let's say 115 of those you're using your tent, the 15 difference is just taking out rest days. I'm just guessing. I guess I guess the zipper was not going to last that long, so I'll do the best I can doctoring it. We'll see what happens. Okay, so today's I got to pull closer because the light's getting thinner. Today's shout out. So we got to Highway 2, and there's Trail Magic. Somebody has a cooler there with water, soda, and this is an extremely dry section. As I mentioned, it was from the water source to here is 12 miles. From the water source to the highway, Interstate 90 is 16 miles. So I guess it's 11 miles here and then 5 more tomorrow. So it's a long stretch, and there's a 1,000-foot climb in there. So thanks to the Trail Angel, they didn't have their name there. So whoever it was, they left a cooler with water and some soda and that kind of stuff. And so being able to pick up an extra like half-liter water and drinking it, because you're kind of like monitoring how much you're drinking since you're carrying it, but being able just to put down a half-liter and replenish it in your body was great. So shout out to them. I'm going to let you guys go, let you folks go, excuse me. And I will talk to you tomorrow from Butte, Montana, if everything goes well and I catch my ride. So have a nice evening. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday and holiday weekend, and I'll talk to you folks later.